everyone. Hello and welcome to Hot Wheels / Slammers. This is Steve Austin. He's arrived.
He's arrived.
Nice one.
He's raised L and he's left.
Yeah, he's probably will be soon. Anyway, what tier is this? What is it? What is it?
Tier 8 Stone Cold Steve Austin. It's a American medium.
He's got a chair on his turret.
Yeah, standard. Slammers after all. It's a pretty good medium tank on its own merit, to be fair. They've not gone OTT with the designer. Like this stuff that's stuck to it or anything.
We
like
can
that.
see that.
It's a very good tank. Very good tier 8. I like it. There's a couple of options you've got to use on this. You can either use the clip or you could just use standard shell, just as like standard firing round. I personally prefer the clip. It allows you to pop out, arrive, raise hell, and leave. I think you've got to keep the clip option available. So have a look at them packages there. This is what I stick with. It comes as a clip, fully standard. This is subtle changes. It's actually got an higher fire rate when it comes to the clip. So you can see there 6.27 rounds a minute. Gun is no different. 208 pen, 280 with premium, and it's doing 280 damage as well. 18 rounds, 45 for 370, 2.68 time, which is a little bit on the high side, but it's not bad for a tier 8. 0.4 accuracy, it doesn't feel like it's got that at all. And same with the turret armour, it's only 178, but it feels like 250. Very rarely get penetrated through that frontal turret armour. I think it's mostly because of its angle and stuff like that, but this is the other one where you just put the single gun on it with no clip, and you can see the fire rate's reduced. You're only getting 6.06 rounds per minute now, but difference, 2.3 second aim time, so you're 8 times quicker, and the accuracy is just about the same, so there's not much difference there. Same damage, same pen, everything else is the same.
What is this thing? What nation is it?
American.
And it's a medium.
Yep.
Okay.
It's hit points 1400, pretty standard again, nothing special there. Concealment's quite high though, 61. There's one of its major plus points, that Continental AOI engine, 665 brake horsepower, 18 power to weight ratio, 50 km/h top speed, so you can get around the map, you can get into flanking positions, you can get your shots off and
that
then
is
scoot back
fast,
away.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's very mobile. There's that gun, you can see it's got the clip on it, 18-second reload, which might sound like a crap reload for 2 shells, but look at the interclip reload, 1.1 seconds. So you reload that clip for 80 seconds, pop out, chuck 280 damage a shell out, so 560 in total, and you pop back down again. That's pretty impressive to pop out and do 560 damage and then nip back down again before they even know you're there.
Does it hit?
Yes, that's what I said, that 0.4 accuracy it's got on there is, I don't know where it's come from because it don't feel like that at all. You'll see it in this game.
So I was going to say, if you reload 18 seconds and you only hit with 1 shell because they don't hit anything, then it's a waste of time.
No, it's pretty good. I mean, you can see there's 745 metre signal range. Look at the shell velocity on the premium round.
That's impressive.
Not so good on the HE, and you can see they're shooting it back at turret if you can get a shot there. Well done. They're pretty well guarded on that. It's not a problem. I've never really suffered with any kind of ammo rack issues with this tank. Do well to hit them, to be fair, where they are. View range, we missed out on that, 400 metres, which is pretty good as well, but it's an American medium, so you're pretty much standard. Crews all squashed in there in turret, and you don't really tend to lose them either. It's not a problem I've got. The armour looks like a lot of green on there, not a lot of red, but it stands up. You can see how angled.
Look at the angle.
It's angled like a boss. It's ridiculously good, especially with its gun depression as well. You can pop a ridge. Turret armour's where all your best bits are, so show them that look. Show them your gun mantlet. Ask them to pen you. I'll come more to weak points in a minute, but to start with, that's one of your major pluses. It gradually gets weaker as it goes round. Look like in...
Yeah, but it's curved.
Yeah, exactly. So it's pretty much the same thickness. You're going to get the same responses if you shoot at it. So it's surprising what you bounce off that. There's that lower plate. It's still pretty high. It's surprising how high that is. It's surprising how many times you bounce off that, because it's not the most flattest angles either it's going at. I can't get any lower to show you. That looks like it's really easy to pen. Not guaranteed.
No.
It is not guaranteed. It's so well angled. You can chuck some fruit cheeks there. We're coming up to the most weakest point you're going to get, and you're always handy if you can cover it up. But you see just below the gun mount, just like the top half of the audio on the front, is like the viewports are in it, if you know what I mean. There you go, you see it.
Oh, yeah.
That is a place where you want to shoot one of these things. It's only 44mm thick, so even though it's angled, you can overmatch it quite easily. Not always guaranteed, but it's always a hard place to try and hit something as well, if you know what I mean there. And not always showing that part of your tank either, if you can keep it all down well enough. But the armour don't look like it stands up. You always got to watch out for the artillery coming through the back here. It's only 20mm. Standard. Shoot him in floor if you can. It's really weak. If he's showing you that, he's in major trouble anyway. So there's that armour. Don't look much. You try penning one of these things, you'll be surprised how much you bounce in it.
Here we go now. What we got? What have we got?
Right, I'm going to push this flanks. This is one of the plus points out. I've already mentioned its armour. You're not afraid to go brawling in this tank, but it's always handy with this clip reload, like most clip tanks, that you've got somewhere to fall back. You can't just, I'm going to go brawling here and stand and try and use my armour to its fullest extent. It's always handy just, ooh,
Nice.
guys looking at me. I'm not going to really hang about it. I'm going to try and get to cover before I start unleashing hell. I don't know if any wrestling terms, to be honest with you. Yeah.
Race how? Lead.
Try and shoot through all that thing. Pesky building it way. That's one drawback of an 18-second reload there. Sometimes if you're in a normal reloading tank, you'd think, chuck a couple of shots, get rid of that building and get some shots on him. That's a 20-second reload nearly to get
I
rid of
know,
that.
but you're on clip territory, aren't you?
Yeah.
Clip territory is completely different.
Yeah. I mean, the closest thing I think you can put to this in like playstyle wise and looks wise is the Italian, the early tier 8 premium.
yes.
Look at that accuracy. Is that
Very nice.
Look, bot. It's going to get one shot into us. That's what I'm talking. 550 damage. Bot reload. This is what you do in this tank. And if you can do that a lot, doing 500 damage every time you pop out, it doesn't take long to rack up 3,000 damage.
Yeah, true.
It's ridiculous. I mean, the gun, there's no way the accuracy, what they say it's got on that is this. I mean, look how small that aiming circle is as well.
Tiny.
It's ridiculous.
Is this thing OP?
I wouldn't say it's OP, I'd just say it's incredibly strong, if that makes sense. You know, look at that. There's no way that is 0.4 accuracy. It's just... And just that's just a lucky shot. That is consistent.
0.4 is not much, you know.
I know. You're telling me.
Look how small that circle is there and you're moving.
Yeah.
That did not change size when you move then.
Look at that. Here we go. Just not reloading in time. Come out too early with it. Bop. You've poke out. Bop. Another one. Tucking it there. Surprising that went through to me.
Look at your aim circle. It's not
Yeah.
moving.
This is a very good... This is what I'm saying. When you look at it on paper and you see 18-second reload for 2 shots, but when it's in action, look at that 1,500 damage and a kill popped up already.
Yeah, you've only hit with 6 shells.
It's just immense. It's absolutely immense. And the more you get it, look at this. This is gun ever missed.
The thing is, you've got tanks coming out in front of you.
Yeah, but you're just still covered by like scenery and thingy, rockery. You've got to really be accurate to get them shots in. There's not many other tanks that I'd feel comfortable that I'd be able to like guarantee getting them shots in. That's Striker. I could have
Oh, it's a shame you weren't loaded.
Yeah. I'm thinking about pushing it now because my teammates are going, I've got good game, thumbs up. And they're struggling a bit here, but I'm going to bide my time.
Oh, you should have had a go.
Panther's having a go, innit? There you go. What's it like at range? Bop. What's it like at range? Bop. It's just 550 minimum damage.
It doesn't struggle, does
Oh,
it?
it's amazing. And this isn't just a one-off. This isn't just like I've shown this game and shown it at its best. It's like this every game. Every game.
Well, your thing is, look at the map. You are pretty close. You're not actually sitting right at the back sniping. You are pretty
play
close.
this tank. Do not go brawling. Do not be I don't want to be that one guy up there. I know for a fact if I'm fighting one of these tanks, I'll wait for him to fire his clip and I'm going for him. And I'm having him.
Yeah.
Especially if you're coming something like a tier 7. Like
It's 18 seconds.
Yeah.
But what are these tank destroyer reloads? Are they
It
about...
depends what it's running. It could have a clip on that one. Bop. Another one dead. It just don't miss. What's that? Is that 11 shots, 11 pens? Another one.
I think it is actually. You've not missed many.
3,000 damage. I mean, I'm thinking at this point, they finished that striker off. I forgot about him. I'm moving on to them guys. He's there!
He's still there.
alive! I don't know. What were they doing? They just sat looking at him. So I'm thinking, try and finish this guy off first. And they do it after 18 seconds. It took them to finish that guy off on a talent. He's not even got any armour. It's not like he's armoured up to the teeth. Mobility-wise, there's that power to 8 ratio can sometimes be a bit sluggish on an hill, but what tier 8 mediums racing around the map anyway, 100 mile an hour? Not many. So, gun depression, we've got that in his blanket. This is what I mean. This is where you want this tank. Find somebody, poke out, empty your clip, back in.
Yeah, you need somewhere to fall back. Ooh. Oh, you missed.
Missed a shot.
Yeah, I don't think you actually missed him. You went at the bank,
Yeah.
which is your fault.
Yeah. Well, not technically. I was aiming at him. Can't technically blame me for
We're
that.
picking up the gun, man. You didn't miss. You didn't actually get the
So,
shot near
We've
him.
turned this round numbers-wise. We're narrowing the advantage numerically, which wasn't the case a second ago. And this is another thing about this gun. 208mm and a standard round. I've never needed a premium round this game. I'm not afraid to go for anybody. They're really not. I mean, I think the ball's up here.
Oh,
Look
look at that.
Well, pick him off again. That's another thing this gun is good at as well. I'll say that again. Even though I've got no, you can't fit burst
On the move.
Yeah, you can shoot on the move periodically.
Well, you can see the aim circle doesn't actually change size.
Yeah. Oh, I know one Type 59 can't do, and that's shoot down below a ridgeline. Ah, just chanced it there. Let's have a look at some premium rounds then.
I think that's the only thing that didn't pen.
I'm going to have to start going through his turret, so that's why I've loaded premium rounds. I didn't think he was going to do what he did, and he runs off, which probably a wise decision is behalf, but it's not really going to help him. I mean, Type 59, when it come out, it was supposed to be like this OP tank, like it were on PC, and it just didn't. The reload's dreadful, the accuracy's dreadful, the gun doesn't do much damage when it hits, and it ain't got that good pen. I'm not scared of him at all.
But he's running up.
Oh, look at that, interclip reload. Make sure you get one in. 323. Imagine if you had 2 rolls of 323.
Well,
you could be 660 damage there in a clip. In 2 seconds. You can fire off 660 damage. That's impressive.
That's the interclip reload everyone wants for their auto loaders, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I thought about going across there and dropping down that line there, but it's not a good idea. So, 4 kills. I don't think I'm going to get all the way back across there now. It's fast. Look, I mean, this thing ain't mobile. Once you get up to speed, it can get around the map.
That nail's not bad.
Yeah. So, nearly 4,000 damage there. We're not even broke sweat. And you can do this reliably. Absolutely reliably. It's a finishing tank as well, like most clip tanks are. So, if you see someone on like 400, 500 damage, you can reliably go around that corner and kill him.
Yeah, because you probably will pen him.
Yeah. I do love this. I think this is a fantastic premium. If you haven't earned it through the Slammers event,
Slammers.
I do believe this tank will be coming out as just like a skinless variant, and
okay.
it's well worth buying. Well worth it.
Alright, so we'll have a look at your scoreboard and quickly give us some more info if you've got any more.
Well, basically that. I think it's on sale already now, thinking about it. I'm sure I've seen it in the store. Not really paid much attention. Makes a lot of silver. 123,000.
Doesn't it? Wow, it's loads.
We only blocked 365. Didn't really show its armour that much in that game there, but it's a really stand-up tank. That or a tier 9 game as well, and it's not struggled at all.
Being you only got a first, that shows me that it is a pretty good tank.
Well, I did a game where I got 7 kills and 4,000 damage, and that still weren't a mastery badge.
Wow.
So that shows you that's
how good it is.
Thing
Okay then, guys, I'm going to cut you short because we're done. Okay then, laters.